I know it ain't monetized, so it don't matter, but if you watching this video, it's time to go ghost and lock in. I'm pretty sure the acoustic sound here is cool. It's time to go ghost and lock in. It's actually my first time chiefing a kefir and making like a video, like a talking point video, right? I'm just waiting on my bro. We finna push up to some nature and shit like that, see the land, stuff like that. So the reason why I went ghost, I feel like me going ghost started in high school, because the moment I wanted to drop out, it's not that I didn't want an education, it's just that the education I was getting there wasn't serving me. Nothing. It wasn't serving me. So with it not serving me, I'm like, bro, I don't want to be here. I want to make some money. I want to focus on my life. The home I was going to wasn't stable. I was staying in a 1-bedroom studio, bro, with my pops sleeping on the floor, bro. We trying to interchange. I'm trying to remember when he get off work. He trying to not go to the house and give me time at the house. We trying to time each other, not being in the same house as each other, because, you know, as you get, it was cool when I moved in 7th grade, 8th grade, you get bigger and bigger. You get more masculine, more energy. You're going to start clashing, you feel me? So by 16, I was gone. As soon as I inhaled the herb, I swear to God, I dropped out. And a lot of people might be like, well, that's bad. You know what I'm saying? The weed made you stop going to school. The weed made you stop doing this. But weed made me wake the fuck up to my situation. Like, this is not going to get better. You're not going to turn 18 and everything's going to miraculously change, bro. Like, I was like, yo, you have to go for your life now. So I basically was like, let me get this trial and error period out the way while I'm 16, 17, 18. So I jumped in the streets a little bit. Did some shit, but I did it for money. I didn't try to hang out with niggas to be on a block or say I'm with these people and throwing up signs and being in groups. Nah, I jumped in the streets and I was only around certain niggas to get some money, bro. We was trying to get some funds. Usually we was rapping or we was taking shit. That's the only thing I was trying to like focus on, like, or grow on my funds, right? So boom. High school, I remember I was talking with people. The people, we was like, we're gonna drop out. We finna do this. We finna run up the bag, make this plan. But when I dropped out, nobody else dropped out. Everybody else stayed at the school. They stayed in their bubble. I'm like, oh, they still indoctrinated. These motherfuckers they ain't ready for no risk. They ain't ready to detach from their parents. They don't got the same mindset I do. They don't got the same situation. They go home to their room every night. Even my bro I was living with and my other bro, they had rooms at their spot. So for me, that shit was real though. I'm like, bro, I gotta figure out how the fuck I'm gonna get it. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna go, where I'm gonna live. So this was 17. I dropped out of school and I detached from that school environment. But then I'm like, bro, I don't even want to be in Oakland no more. I don't want to be in my hometown. So I exited out of that environment too. I was already having a plan. I'm like, bro, I wanted to go to LA at first. So I was going back and forth to LA. But I couldn't figure out how I was gonna move there. I had no funds. And I was barely 18. So when I turned 18 and I'm in Oakland, my partner went to Arizona. He was like, you know, if everyone needs somewhere to stay, when we stay with me in college, I'm like, I ain't going to no desert. A couple months went by, I didn't know where to go. I'm like, hey, bro, can I still come? Drove out there, met a bro in LA, drove to AZ, stayed with him in the dorms. I left my hometown. But as soon as I left my hometown, right, my mom called me. And she was like, I was trying to call my mom, like, before I was in LA, when I was in LA, my last moments before I was going to go to when I was about to go to, not South Carolina, Arizona. My mom was like, I was telling my mom, like, Ma, I just need a couple of weeks to stack. Let me just come back to the house, you know what I'm saying, stay. And she was like, you can't come back here. Like, you can't come back. Like, it's not the best. You can't come back. There's nowhere to go. Like, you can't really stay here, because she was staying with my sister. And my sister had a baby daddy and niggas that in and out the house. So, and they on Section 8. So it's just a whole lot of extra shit, right? A lot of drama going on at the house. So this shit was going to turn ugly if I try to stay. Just for trying to stay with my people, I was going to be into some, like, extra shit, bro, beef and all this extra shit, right? Trying to protect my sister because she in a toxic relationship. Like, there's no point in me even staying there. My dad, like, he in the same situation I was in when I dropped out. So what is he gonna do but tell me to go to the army, do this? Like, every time I didn't even want to ask him for advice because I already knew he was gonna say, like, go to the army, do this. So I'm like, he already exalted his options on what he could help me for. He probably thought I was gonna be just running around Oakland for a minute on some pop shit. So I went to AZ, took the risk. As soon as I came to AZ, they kicked me out. Bam, kicked me out the dorms. I'm like, shit, bro. So when they kicked me out the dorms, right, I'm like, bro, I gotta make a move. I gotta make a plan. Got on B&B. I was nervous for a little minute, but I knew I wasn't going back home. I'm like, bro, I'm in a new state. I gotta figure this out. So I got on B&B. I started getting B&Bs, and I found this one B&B. He was super cool. I stayed with him for a few months. He had like this house He didn't live in the house, he just rented the house out. But it was like a shared room. But I would mainly have a house most of the time because the shared room people, they wasn't there every week. So it's like out of two, 3 days, somebody new will pop up, or it'd be a tenant that moved in there for a couple weeks. So it's like I'm cool with it, but I'm like the most vetted tenant. You know what I'm saying? I done been there the longest, so it felt like my house. It felt like my house, and I was just renting out two rooms type shit. So it was a big house, 3-bedroom, had a backyard, shit, cats. But I had the house, I had the room with a bathroom in it and shit like that. So I was chilling. Man, I remember I was in that house. I done ran up so much money. I ran up hella cheese. I was so spiritually dead. I didn't have no type of financial literacy. Gave the cheese right back to the government. But this was around 2021, bro. So I realized that when I moved, my phone was quiet. Like my phone's got, even when I dropped out of school, my phone was quiet. Everybody I used to text every day, it got less. When I moved out of my hometown, everybody used to text less and less and less and less. And I changed my number, and everything just changed, bro. I'm telling you. And this was all around like 2020. Then 2022, that's when I lost my pops. And after that, that was my last little moment of like, I kind of went down that spiritual rabbit hole because we on a spiritual assassin page, right? So I went down the spiritual rabbit hole. The world ended, fuck all this shit. I was vulnerable. People, it was a lot of like black dudes and shit like that speaking messages and rhetoric. So I started catering to that shit. It started filling a void. So I started catering to them messages. They were speaking truth, but it was a lot of like brotherly, camaraderie, fatherhood that I was missing type shit. So after I tapped out of that though, in 2023 I was stuck. 2022 I was stuck. 2024 I started realizing, okay, I gotta get some bread. I gotta get my bread back. I gotta run this shit back up because even that spiritual community shit, they don't got your back. So I ghosted everything. I started focusing on building my platform. So that's what led me to making the bot content, casual matrix, growing them pages and stuff like that. And now I'm here 2025, end of 2025, my page deleted. You know what I'm saying? I gotta restart my business. I done built a few friends throughout these years, you know what I'm saying? Like people that I'll link with and work with and collaborate with, but it's not like we do what we gotta do, we go about our ways, bro. And it's like, you're gonna have certain people in this life that you gonna always be able to hit up and lock in with, maybe. But I'm always ready to be by myself. Even if I do got people I can tap in with and I gotta, like, people I can fuck with, I always view this life like you and this bitch alone. It's just you. It's just you and this bitch. You're alone, bro. So the quicker you realize that, the quicker you can do shit like go ghost and just lock in with yourself and only focus on what helps you. Then it's like with the internet these days, people can be living vicariously in your head. So let's just say you're not even hanging around a lot of people, but you're on the internet a lot. That's why I turn my shit into producing content, doing vlogs, doing shit, because you will get satisfied with watching a nigga win instead of you winning. And then you wanna like, damn, my life crazy, or my life ain't flowing like this, like how it's supposed to. Like even just me being able to go to nature on a random Sunday and just not have to work. To me, I have to work, you know what I'm saying? I gotta make money and shit like that, but I could take leeway on wasting a day or two or something like that. Not even wasting, but investing into my personal health. Because I can set it up that way. But even if I had $0, I always invest in my personal health. But all of these things, I've been going ghost, bro. I've been knowing that that's what I had to do in order to, let's just say, create my reality or create the way I want to live, or just even be able to find the people that I want to be around. But it really takes, how do I say this, bro? This shit, everybody can't be, like, everybody can't detach from everything, man. Everybody can't go ghost. Everybody can't turn that shit off. Like me, I'll just turn my phone off, bro. And when I say that, it's still on. I'm still receiving messages. Everything's still on. I'm still looking at shit, but I'm not on there. I'm not engaged. You know, these days it's hard to just like, oh, I ain't gonna be on my phone. Especially like me, I make money off my phone. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm trying to make so much money off my phone to get to the point where I don't have to be on it all the time. But I noticed even when before I was making money on my phone, I was on that bitch all day, every day. But now I'm burnt out. Now it's getting tedious. Now it's irritating because I'm making money off my phone and I gotta post and stuff like that. Why is it so easy to post? Why is it so easy to scroll and read and do all this shit? But it's not easy to post and keep doing that. So I always had that mindset when it comes to content and stuff like that. But yeah, when it comes to like going ghost and just locking in, bro, you gotta ain't nobody gonna do that shit with you. Even with this video, bro, like, you know what you gotta do. Don't over centralize it. Stop trying to talk to people about it. Convince yourself why. Giving in after you started, like, bro, this is a thing too, bro. Like, them be little modes. I'm going ghost. Oh, I'm locked in 90 days. Even that, like, the last 90 days of the year, like, bro, just lock it. Like, just lock in when you lock in and be at peace when you at peace. It's balance. I was at the cannabis shop the other day, and I just heard these ladies talking, and she was like, you know how women be talking? Like, she was talking to her customer in front of her, but she, like, wanted me to talk to her, too. So she looking at me while she talking. She was like, yeah, I just be so tired. I be working all the time, but then I be wanting a day off, and then when I have a day off, I feel like I'm unproductive. And it's just, then they always up and down, and I'm just like, bro, you gotta find balance. Like, that's why I work every day, and I relax every day. Like, it's balance, bro. I don't be understanding what, like, that shit ain't rocket science. Cause what the fuck is you worried about? Like, think about that too. Like, what is the point of worrying about anything? I need to make more money. I need to do this. I need to do that. Nigga, tomorrow ain't promised. You feel me? So just be appreciative of your life and your breath. And if you want to go ghost for your peace, you don't have to look at it as, oh, fuck everybody, I'm going ghost. Just do it for yourself and come back into the world. A lot of time you be in your own head.